AFLW season not far away. Pre-season games this weekend, and the great news is Bri Davey is going to be out there this weekend leading the Carlton Football Club, unanimously voted in as the captain of the team that no doubt many Blues fans are hoping improve after a disappointing year. Daniel Harford, the new coach, jumper presentation last night, an exciting new era at the Carlton Blues, and Bri Davey, the captain, joins us on the line on SEN Summer Breakfast. Bri, as we welcome you back to SEN Breakfast, congratulations, another wonderful honour.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, super pumped, to be honest. Obviously, last year got named captain and unfortunately went down round 2. So I didn't quite get to, fulfill my role, completely in a way, because for me, I think initially was sort of voted in for my on-field attributes and what I bring to the group on sort of those game days. So that was tough, but no, this year hopefully I'll get a few more games under my belt.
Just on that, and of course, you'd rather be out there playing, but when it comes to silver line and all the rest of it, did you learn stuff as a leadership when you weren't out there that you might not have learned had you just been on field as a captain?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was obviously the sort of good thing about something that wasn't so great at the time. I did get to sort of work on that sort of off-field stuff, which perhaps weren't necessarily my strengths. And, obviously being able to work off-field with the girls and lead in a different sort of way, it's definitely helped me grow as a person for sure. And even just going through an ACL rehab, I think it sort of gives you a little bit of perspective, and it definitely, sort of helps you build your character in a different way. So, although a terrible situation, I definitely feel like I grew through it.
Brianna, I read that you've been voted in again as captain. Is it right to say then you've gone through the process of picking a leadership group and then ultimately picking a captain again? In a way, obviously we've expanded the group now. So there was sort of a group of 3 of us last year, captain and 2 vice, and this year it's expanded to 6. So they've definitely grown the leadership group through it, and I know. I'm just absolutely stoked to have these girls help lead the way with me, and I'll be beside them. And definitely, obviously, gone through the process and the votes there. So all the girls are very respected by the group, which is rightfully so. I'm interested to ask about how they did vote for the captain. How do you girls go about voting? Is it everyone has one vote each, or is it simply the leadership group ultimately get the final say, or the coach?
Yeah, sort of like a sort of 3-2-1 votes, and basically, you put down who you think fits in those spots and a reason why, and then and then from there, that's when the coaches and the admin and all that look at it, and it goes from there. But ultimately, it's the players' decision. It wasn't decided on by the coaches. Again, obviously they have a look and they put everything together and see sort of who falls out, and that's what happened with our group. And again, I think the playing group did really well to get it right. So, again, all of the girls in those spots will play a role and do it well. So, really excited.
You get to vote for yourself?
No, well, you probably could. You'd get away with it because it's anonymous. Maybe, yeah.
Hey, look,
maybe a couple of girls did. Who knows?
Look, hugely disappointed AFLW too for Carlton last year, and of course, change of coaches has been mentioned with Daniel Harford coming in. But when you look at, and not going to harp on the former coach, but if you look at where you were 12 months ago and the excitement levels and the confidence levels in yourself and the group compared to you are and where you sit today, is there a noticeable change?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously the obvious thing is we've had a change of sort of faces and there's new people in and that sort of thing. And obviously, Daniel Harford, he's been incredible. I think the group have really gelled with him, and he brings sort of a really nice mix of, being able to have a joke with the girls and get to know the girls on a really personal level, but also, to the flip side of that, as soon as we cross the line, he's really football focused, and we all know as soon as that happens, we all need to become football focused as well. So there's that, but also I think there's just with new game plan and sort of stuff comes a new focus, and I think everyone's just pretty pumped to sort of get out there and do a little bit of justice. I think last year we obviously fell really short of where we wanted to be, and it was not a great season for us by any means. So obviously definitely learning areas through that, but this year we're definitely looking to do a lot better than we did earlier this year, should I say, yeah.
With Daniel Harford coming in last year, with Daniel Harford coming in and a few changes within the football club, what can we expect to see if we're going to watch the team play this year from a game style perspective?
Yeah, I think definitely a more attacking style. I think last year, obviously, as well as we didn't necessarily have a defensive game plan, but it sort of fell into that a little bit by default. I think we let that happen through sort of teams got on top of us, and then we sort of fell into a defensive sort of mindset. And this year, there's definitely a much bigger focus on sort of taking the game on and really using an attacking style to our game. So that will definitely be a major aspect. Half has sort of been going on at training about, being brave, taking the game on, and just being really attacking. So that's hopefully what you'll see from us, and that's what we're planning to do. So hopefully it all works out.
Someone familiar with all SEN listeners that is now doing some work with your football club is Andy Marr. Now, I believe his job description is a runner, so officially just runner.
Yes.
Has he been hanging around a little bit too much, though?
He has been awesome. I cannot say any bad words about Andy. He's been incredible. He's been to pretty much every single session, and I know when he can't be there at times, he always shoots the group a message, and he always feels terrible about it. So honestly, couldn't ask for a better guy to be part of the group. He's done the 2K time trials with us. He's been running with us. And then obviously every now and then in our sort of practice match stuff, he'll umpire for us, which look, I'll be honest, not so good at, but he's good. He's been incredible with everything else. So, Andy's amazing.
That wasn't the answer I was actually looking for, I must admit, Cam.
Bri Davey, AFLW, captain of the Carlton Football Club. Now, Bri, obviously a couple of new teams in this year. You're going to see one of them this week in Geelong in a pre-season comp. Now, I am right in a pre-season game. I am right in saying you are playing. You are going to make your return this week, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. So, again, to sort of what extent, I don't really know at this point. But I definitely will be getting on the field, which I'm just super excited to get any minutes at the moment. It feels like a really long time since I've been back on the field. Obviously in a game sort of experience. So for me, I'm just pumped to get out there. And again, I don't know if I'll get the full game under my belt just quite yet, but I think the idea is to get me out there and get me used to sort of gameplay and the speed of play again, and then hopefully round one I'll be firing.
All right, lastly, Bri, before we do let you go, in a former sporting life, you were a goalkeeper for Australia. Funnily enough, we started the show this morning talking about statistics in sport and then penalty kicks and all the rest of it, to which Nick Del Santo said,
it's not that hard. If you're taking the place kick, you should be able to get it in every time.
Yeah, so he doesn't believe at all. There's any pressure, and he should just be able to put one in the back of the net. Now, you represented this country stopping penalties. How hard is it to stop a penalty from your perspective, and do you think Nick Del Santo could actually do what he's claiming can do very easily?
Yeah, look, I would have to agree with Nick in a way. I mean, but he's right, I reckon. Look, I've always sort of had when I've gotten into penalties, to be honest, they're the most daunting thing ever, especially when it gets to a penalty shootout. But yeah, look, I think the pressure's sort of put more on the kicker. So as a goalkeeper, you're sort of taught to just obviously stay in the middle of the goals, and then as soon as they're sort of getting close enough to kick the ball, you pick away and you sort of go hard. So if you pick the wrong way, it's pretty easy for them to slot it. Or if they want to be cheeky, they'll sort of run in and you think they're about to kick it, and they'll just wait until you move. So it's just one of those things. It's that they're tough on the keeper because, in a different way, but on the place kicker, I guess they've probably got a bit more pressure on them. So. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be in their shoes either.
The second answer I haven't liked. I've loved chatting to you, but firstly the Andy Marr thing, and now this agreeing with Del. But the important thing is you are back. You're the captain of this football club again, and they're definitely going in the right direction. Enjoy as much as you can enjoy pre-season and pre-season games, but enjoy this weekend, and good luck for the season starting against the Crows in early Feb.